to having success in whatever field you are in, especially in the field of football. But you know, I'll break it down to two things. I think there's only one reason that I'm here and I'm playing football, and that's because God's blessed me to have the opportunity to be in this place, and He's given me some gifts that are unique to me. But I think the other thing is that because of how I've been raised, because of what I believe that every day I'm striving to be great at what I do. Is that I may not have reached it, I've never played the perfect game, but every day I'm striving to be great. I'm striving to be excellent. And it doesn't matter what I'm doing. It's not just on the football field or when I step between those lines. It might be loving my wife. It might be trying to raise my children. Whatever it is, I'm trying to do it the best that I know how. I'm seeking for excellence in everything that I do. And I think because of that, along the way, I've been able to succeed a little bit.
You mentioned your kids. Go ahead and tell us how many kids you have.
All right, I have 7 children.
That's it?
They went home on Sunday, so yeah! It's great to have them out here for a while, but I have 7 children. I have a 19-year-old son, I have a 17-year-old daughter, 10-year-old son, 7-year-old daughter, 5-year-old son, and then I have 2 3-year-old twin girls. So,
you got some experience in parenting.
Yeah.
I want some parenting tips.
Parenting tips. I have a lot of experience, but I don't think I'm very good at it. At least that's what my kids tell me. So, you know, I don't know if there's a lot of tips. I think what I've realized in having 7 children is every one of my kids are different. I've got to parent them different ways. You know, my wife and I are always trying to figure out new ways, innovative ways that we can teach them the things that we want to teach them. But you know, the one point that I always tell everybody, and I talk to a number of people telling them how great it is to have children, and so they'll have their first child and say, well, what can you tell me? What can you teach me? And I think the one thing that I can share with any parent out there is no matter what the situation, just love your kids. That's what they want. Bottom line, end of the day, whether you mess up or whether you do something that they don't want you to do, you parent them a way that they don't want you to parent them, just love them. You know, let them know every day, no matter if you're proud of them for something they accomplished, or even if you're disappointed with something that they didn't do, that no matter what the circumstances, is love. Because that's what I realized with my kids, is that that's all they want. They want mom and dad's love. They want mom and dad to do the best they can. But at the end of the day, they want to know that they're loved, you know, unconditionally, no matter what happens in life. And so that's just the one point. You know, I can give you a lot of things that me and my wife do, some that work, some that don't. But that's the one thing that I would tell everybody as a parent. Just love your kids.
I saw a young man came up and you autographed for him. There's a lot of teenagers in the audience, and I have a teenager myself, and you're a hero, you're a role model. What do you say to young people? Give the young people some secrets to success in life.
Well, you know, I think the secret to success, and again, I mentioned it earlier, is that God's got a unique plan and purpose for each and every one of us. And what I've come to realize in my life, if anybody knows my story, is that things don't always work out like you expect them to work out. You know, things don't always play out exactly how you dream it, you know, when you're a young kid. But what I know is that every person I've been across, you know, every situation that's happened in my life has happened for a particular reason. It's happened for a purpose. And God wants to do great things with all of us. Some of us may be on the football field. You know, some of us may be up on a stage speaking. Some of us may be in the military. I see a number of military people there that do tremendous work. Teachers, lawyers. And that's what I always try to inspire my kids to realize, is that God's got a specific plan and purpose for them. And if they continue to follow Him, if they continue to seek after Him, that they can do great things for God. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know how that's going to shape up. But I know that that's the case. And so that's what I just encourage not only the kids here, the teenagers, but everybody out there, is to understand that where you're at, God's got you there for a purpose. He wants to do something great with you. And if you allow Him to do it, who knows? The sky's the limit.
As a quarterback, a lot of responsibility is on you to unify the team and to bring together a lot of big personalities, different personalities, focus them on the single objective. What are some of your leadership keys?
Well, the one thing that I've realized being in my position is that you can't ever lead based on power, and you can't ever truly lead based on position. And even though I'm given that position on the football field, I'm given the quarterback position who is quote-unquote the leader of the offense, a lot of times the leader of the team, I've come to realize that that position in and of itself doesn't garner me, that just leadership, where people are just going to follow me just because of where I stand. What I've realized is that you can really and truly only lead someone if you have their respect. And so what I've realized in life is that there's three ways that I think we garner the respect of people that we're trying to get to follow us. And the first one is living with character. Being a person that every day lives with integrity and lives with character. I never ask anybody when I'm in a leadership role, whether it be my kids, my wife, or my teammates, to do anything that I haven't done or would be unwilling to do. I want them to see every single day that I'm willing to do everything that I ask them to do. And so you earn respect that way. I think the second way I've come to realize you earn respect is by having a knowledge that can help the person that you're trying to get to follow you to be greater at what they do. That you've got to have some type of knowledge that says, hey, I can help you get from A to B, and you can garner respect that way. And then the third thing I've realized, which is a lot of times hardest to do as a leader, is to know what you don't know. A lot of times I think as a leader we feel like we have to have all the answers. Everything we say has got to be right. But I've come to realize as a leader that I make mistakes, that I mess up sometimes. That there's sometimes I don't have the answer for whoever might be following me. But what I've come to realize is that I garner a lot more respect from those people when I'm willing to stand up and say, I don't have the answer to that. I don't know, how we can do that, but I'll figure out a way to give you the answer. And I think that those three ways allow us to gain the respect of those people, whether it be our peers or the people that, we're trying to get to follow us. And when we gain that respect, it's a lot easier for people to look at us and say, hey, I can follow that guy, or I can let that guy lead me somewhere because I know that he's got purpose.
Very good, very good. Now, yesterday when you were with us, you said something that I thought was so classic. You said that no one is defined by their successes or their failures.
Right.
What are they defined by?
Well, what I believe is that end of the day, we're going to be defined by our relationships with other people, the impact that we have with other people. This conference is called Get Motivated. And I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about, well, how is it that I get motivated every week? How is it that I get motivated to play the game that I play or to live the life that I lead? And, I've heard a lot of motivational speeches where people get up on a chair and give you this rah-rah speech and win one for the giver. I've had a lot of people that get up and will impart some wisdom, some great quotes here or some great knowledge there. But what I've come to realize in my life is that, bottom line, end of the day, that I'm motivated by what my legacy is going to be. And I know a lot of times the big word, long-term word, that's way down the road. But what I realize is that every moment that I interact with someone else, every moment that I aspire to be greater, to be better at what I do, those are the things that are going to define me in the long term. That, I always think the greatest example is Jesus. And what I look at with Jesus is I realize that